This is the ring with Arena Australis. My name's Fish Nahida, and this handsome man next to me with all the Christmassy decorations, making me look very much like a Grinch in here, is Dr. Trotter. Welcome, Dr. Trotter. This is a format where we take a carryover champion every week from somewhere in Australia or New Zealand. They pick a meta and take on a challenger from somewhere else in the countries in a best of 5 set. Using that meta, the winner will stay on as the champion for the next week. Dr. Trotter, did you want to introduce the 2 competitors for this week?
Yeah, so 2 competitors. I've done plenty of battles with one of them, the champion, which was NotRandyN3wman. I did really, really good sets against Tazza last week. Unfortunately, just that Cradley was too much for Tazza to handle. So NotRandyN3wman, just a team comp, came away with him. And he is up against mikeymorgs. Now, I've only battled Mikey maybe once or twice personally, so I'd be really interested to sort of delve in and see his style and see how he plays it out in this Maelstrom Cup. Fish, what the hell is that?
Okay, so that was one of the fun cups that the Silver Arena during the off season between seasons 2 and 3. They had that kind of player's choice. Everyone submit their own metas, and they picked 3 or 4 finalists. And we all got to vote on which one that we wanted to play during the off season, just as a fun little ranked thing while we're waiting for the next season to start. So Maelstrom Cup did not win, but it was there, kind of available to the public, and so NotRandyN3wman, the champ, has taken this and gone, I want to try this against the new challenger, mikeymorgs.
Yeah, I actually voted for Maelstrom Cup, I'm going to be honest. It was my pick of all of them. And I hate to say it, but the one they chose was actually my least favorite. So, but that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not salty because they didn't pick my cup. That's all right.
So what is it?
Cup. So
what are the
Maelstrom Cup. I do not remember the types, Fish on a heater.
That
is your job to remember.
Yeah, you were so good last week, and then I couldn't follow it up this week. So it is. I might stumble here. It's bug, psychic, dark, and water? No, there is normal involved. See, you know what? I screwed up as well. Here it is. It is bug, normal, psychic, and water. So no dark. It is bug, normal, psychic, and water. I can also tell you that there are no shadows allowed, no defense deoxys, and no Wigglytuff.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's so much a better cup that way.
Wigglytuff isn't one that you usually look at and go, oh, that needs to be banned. But defense deoxys, absolutely.
Yeah, Wigglytuff has plenty of counters here. It's kind of a generalist. Obviously beats the fighters, but yeah, right. Look at these teams. Wow, the first thing I see is a very small bunny rabbit with a very big heart in that Diggersby, which I think there's a few people who have been trying to make it waves in the current Nightfall Cup. And I honestly, I just don't know how it performs. It'll be good to see how NotRandyN3wman. I'm hoping he brings it out for this cup.
Well, it's kind of like so take a Groudon and shrink it down to Great League level, and then give it the bulk of a Azumarill.
No way.
Yeah, it's as bulky as a Azumarill.
But it's got that.
It's Groudon Great League.
Well, doesn't it?
It does. So that gives it an extra weakness to fighting.
Yeah.
But a resistance to Ghost. I bet Groudon would love that.
I bet it would. Now, what else is interesting in these teams, I think, is mikeymorgs has 2, well, we're assuming counter users on his team with Medicham and that Obstagoon. Both of them are going to be very, very weak to anything with that fairy typing. So I'm seeing that Cresselia potential with Moonblast. I don't know the dark versus the fairy typing, how exactly that matches up. I'm just going to assume, and possibly wrongly, that the bulk of Cresselia gets the job done.
Well, it does take more than one Moonblast to take out a full Obstagoon, if I recall rightly. So a Moonblast won't take out the full thing. You know what? I'm going to head to the PvP Sims and find out just before someone looks it up and goes, wait a minute, he was wrong. Which happens often.
Yeah.
So one moon, yeah. Oh, it's not even close. Look at that. It's doing 60% damage.
All right, press the sim button. I want to see even shielding scenarios. What happens?
We are looking at Obstagoon will win with a shield advantage. Cresselia is winning all the even shields there.
And is that with it? I would assume that's like not with any baiting. Oh no, grass knot. That's probably including grass knot baits.
It would, yeah. You can see here in the sim, it's firing one grass knot, then firing a moonblast, and then finishing off with a grass knot. Did you want me to turn baiting off? I'm turning baiting off.
Yeah, just turn it off. I assume that might switch up the 2 shield
and the 1
the
shield as
extra
well.
energy.
Yep.
No, just the 2 shield. Interesting.
Oh wait, hang on. Wasn't Chris? I thought Cresselia was losing the 1 shield before. No, it wasn't. Never mind.
No, it was when he won all the shield.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So it does flip the 2 shield. If it doesn't bait. Cool.
Doesn't bait. Very good to know. This is stuff that I think we should all be spending our time doing when you are preparing for not necessarily a battle in a tournament, because you're not supposed to do that in the long format, but when you're preparing for a tournament, seeing those key matchups that it might be close and seeing how you can switch them in your favor.
Yeah. So just a quick fire. A couple of other things I wanted to point out. mikeymorgs, as well as going double counter, has also gone double electric, which would have been a really interesting strategy if it weren't for the introduction of that Diggersby. However, he could maybe throw water gun on the lantern to counter the Diggersby and be able to fight back against the Swampert, but then of course that leaves him very open against the Ludicolo and the Azumarill. So tough choices, and I would say, if I had to guess, he's probably going to stick with the Spark.
Well, I actually wouldn't be surprised if we saw that water gun. But given that, I take that back immediately, because Quillfish is down there, and you're not going to have 2 water gunners, 2 counter users,
and 2 electrics,
and
and then a Cresselia.
Yeah, you're probably correct there. Especially against his opponent's team. Yeah, I think that lantern will be running sparks to just get that energy out there really quick.
Yeah,
and it wouldn't surprise me if we didn't even see Lantern. And looking at the matchups, just stay with that Galvantula. Lunge still beats Swampert.
Yeah, is there really much, like, what would Mikey have been hoping to achieve by bringing the Lantern as well as the Galvantula?
Maybe just that Azu matchup, because then he doesn't have to shield, and Lantern's going to be doing much better against Azu than Galvantula, just because of the bulk and the resistance.
All right.
Water timing.
Let's get into battle number 1. NotRandyN3wman has won his first battle last week, first set of battles last week, and now he's looking to defend for the first time. Here is the first battle, and we have the Quillfish coming in against the Swampert first up, and you can see Dr. Trotter's face there. He's very intrigued by this battle. You can see those mud shots are doing way more damage to that Quillfish than you would otherwise expect a mud shot to do. That is because that poison typing is making it weak to the mud shot. It is getting to that Aqua Tail first, and mikeymorgs not shielding it. So Randy has built up to 2 Hydro Cannons, firing the Earthquake now, and Mikey, he calls it. Well done, Mikey. All right, so now that puts him in a reasonably good position. If he gets to that Aqua Tail, he can throw that. No, going for the farm down. Oh, and he doesn't make it. So the Earthquake is coming through again. Mikey doesn't want to go 2 shields down, and he's going to leave it. That is all that farming going to waste. All the crops are with the Dr. Trotter.
Oh my goodness. And it's like, it's 1 Psycho Cut, so Cresselia doesn't even get any useful energy on it. And interestingly, out comes Galvantula. I mean, those Volt Switches and Lunges are going to do some good old-fashioned work here. Oh, and a CMP tie. Galvantula getting in first. And I'm assuming this has to go no shield. You can't... Yeah, no shield. And, oh my goodness, someone nerf Lunge. That is insane, insane amount of damage. And how fast it gets there with that Volt Switch is just... Oh, it's almost unfair. So we're getting a little bit of lag here. This is mutual lag. I'm assuming NotRandyN3wman's not going to come out with like a dozen lunges. Oh, maybe.
Okay, and I think we're back in sync. We're back in sync now.
I think it was even. I think there was even energy there. So second lunge coming through here. You've got to let it go. Nope.
Oh, he's committing to this. Now, will Will Mikey be able to get to another Moonblast? It's looking like it. And the Moonblast does come through. Are we going to get that second shield from Randy? No, letting that one go. It has been double debuffed, so let's see if this does enough to take it out. Oh, not even close. That did so little. And now the switch comes through. Medicham coming out. This lunge will be neutral because while the Psychic is weak to the bug, the fighting weirdly resists it. And so that is taking it down to almost half HP. It's probably going to get to another discharge here. And it will definitely win that CMP. This discharge is going to take that Medicham out, and that is all that Medicham will be able to play in this battle.
And Medicham having a really interesting moveset in Dynamic Punch and Psychic. So really running Medicham as a hard closer and... Oof, yeah, sorry. That was a farm down. I assume we all knew that was coming.
So, NotRandyN3wman takes out the first one with an entire Pokemon in the back. We did not even see Randy's Cresselia, did we?
No, it was Swampert and Galvantula getting the job done. And I mean, having a quick look through that team, I don't see much else changing. Like, Galvantula, Swampert, what are you taking that out? How are you taking them out, Fish?
I mean, Cresselia... Yeah, no, you're right. The Galvantula will kick Cresselia's butt as well. I'm just looking at these teams, and like Cresselia is probably the only thing that can even take the Swampert comfortably. I think Medicham does win, but it's not a super easy win. Galvantula loses to Swampert in general. Lantern's obviously going to lose to it. I think Obstagoon's the same as Medi. And Coolfish, we saw it did give Swampert a bit of a run for its money, but I think overfarming cost it there.
Yeah, almost gonna have to go to the 2-shield to look at beating that Swampert with anything but Cresselia.
Yeah.
And then Galvantula just looks so good across the board here.
We are looking pretty good for NotRandyN3wman right now. I think after how many episodes has it been since we had our last sweep, I think we might be getting that back again.
I'll get that broom out, Fish. Dust it out of the closet because there's a chance.
All right.
There's a chance.
Battle number 2. It is Obsta versus the Galvantula. So obviously the Obsta just does not want to get hit by that lunge. Is Mikey going to go for the switch? No, going to get out a Night Slash first, which I don't mind. That places the shield pressure on NotRandyN3wman. If Mikey can get to a shield advantage here, then that'll put him in a much better position to be able to sweep the rest of that team. We do get the boost out, so what most people do is they protect that boosted Pokemon when they get it. This is double boosted now, and another Night Slash is going to definitely take this thing out and gets it through. Are we going to see another shield from Randy? We've seen how important that Galvantula is. Randy is sticking to that Galvantula. Now, that lunge is ready to come through. It's going to burn that second shield if Mikey wants to stay in, and does not keep us waiting. He burns that shield immediately. We'll get to another Night Slash before another lunge can come out, so Randy will have to switch himself, and doesn't. So that Galvantula is going to go down.
It is single stage debuff though, because there's only been 1 boost and 2 debuffs. Is it going down?
Wow!
Not, but it's not going to get there. It's not going to get there. So that's actually really good for mikeymorgs here, taking out the biggest threat and really has a nice spot now for that switch advantage. And oh wow, an instant switch out! No, Cresselia! Oh gosh.
Oh no, okay. Make yourself a coffee.
We're in this.
But you know what? Different movesets. I've noticed that at the same time. Yeah, so mikeymorgs is running the Moonblast and it was Grass Knot, wasn't it? And NotRandyN3wman running the Moonblast Future Sight. Future Sight is still the best. No, Moonblast is the better move that you can throw, even because Future Sight's resisted.
Yes, correct. And the chance of a debuff. So
yeah.
It could be a debuff. Oh, look, mikeymorgs tapping furiously for that Grass Knot. Wants to get it in first. And it does look like mikeymorgs is probably 1 or 2, maybe 1 or 2 Psycho Cuts ahead of NotRandyN3wman. And this Grass Knot will actually get it another fast move ahead, right?
Yeah, so it looks like that Grass Knot has put NotRandyN3wman's Cresselia a little bit closer to KO range, but that's definitely not going to be enough. I would have liked to see 2 more Moonblast. And look at that, the Night Slash coming out. Is this going to faint Dr. Trotter?
I would assume it would just not faint. Like, we should have a sliver. I don't know if it gets to the Moonblast or it is going to get... surely going to get there. It gets the boost.
We get the boost.
Ooh, charging up extra energy. Is there any use of... I guess then there's less farm. Yeah. Less farm on Mikey Morgs against NotRandyN3wman's Cresselia being almost there.
Well, yeah, one discharge will be able to do it for Mikey Morgs' one Volt Switch will be able to do it for Mikey Morgs' Garvantula. And we get the switch straight away. An Earthquake is going to just rip this thing, but you can see... Oh, going for the double Hydro Cannon. So would an Earthquake have fainted the Garvantula?
Well, Earthquake is only neutral because of the bug typing.
Yeah. But you can see how much Hydro Cannon did there. Earthquake definitely would have done it. And now, see, I think that was a mistake, because now you can see Mikey Morgs has gotten off a lunge. I think the Earthquake would have fainted the Garvantula. It's going to try and farm up, and now that... the Grass Knot did try and come out, but Hydro Cannon has gotten there first. So lucky for NotRandyN3wman there.
But it's not going to KO.
Oh, look at this! Wow! Oh, the Grass Knot coming through, and now that is going to take out the Swampert.
Very, very nice little... Without that lunge, 100%.
Who's going to win this race? Who's going to win the race? Psycho Cut from Mikey Morgs taking it out, and we were proven wrong.
Yeah, I mean, that was some really... Like, I think NotRandyN3wman identified Galvantula as being, like, a really problem Pokemon, and Mikey Morgs was like, this is my best way of countering this Pokemon, outpacing it on that Obstagoon. So very nicely done, and that was thoroughly enjoyable.
Yeah, totally. I mean, so how would you counter that then if you're on Randy's side? So you lead your Garvantula. You see that Mikey has led the Obstagoon. What's your plan from that point?
I mean, maybe start looking at playing that Azu. We haven't really seen like a Lantern yet. We've seen Galvantula. I mean, Cresselia's going to do well with Grass Knot, so I don't know. You just need to line up, that Galvantula, not against that Obstagoon, and you're probably okay. Like that's kind of the defining factor here. So maybe leading with Cresselia to see if you can catch that Obstagoon and kind of get it out of the way. Like, it doesn't really matter if you lose the matchup, as long as you are able to either then farm down with Galvantula and have a heap of energy left, even shields. Like, if you can get that Galvantula, it's like Frostlass at the moment. Get it just that slight bit ahead, and it could be really, really hard to come back from.
I also wouldn't mind seeing that Diggersby, because it's not only is it going to just murder the opposing Garvantula, but it's also going to be able to say, it's going to tank a Grass Knot. It's going to be able to survive a few counters. It's got play.
Yeah, it'd be a fun way. I mean, it'd be fun.
All right.
And really, that's all I'm here for.
1-on-1, battle number 3. Let's go. Medicham versus Garvantula. So, the counters from the Medicham are going to be resisted. We're going to see a lunge coming out from... Oh, no, going for the discharge? Just going for the discharge. Okay, so the higher DPE move, and Mikey Morgs, expecting the lunge, is letting that go. You can see how much more damage that's done. If it wants to spend a shield, it can potentially get into farm down range here, which would give the Garvantula just a huge amount of energy. Mikey is throwing the Psychic, and Randy, for some reason, giving us a heart attack by keeping that shield for right at the end of that 5-second period. Okay, now he is throwing that lunge. He can't wait anymore. Could not wait one more Volt Switch. That's frustrating on his end, because that Medicham was so close to fainting, but if he had waited one more Volt Switch, he would have lost to a charge move, would have had to spend that next shield. So now, here comes the Obstagoon. But with the huge energy lead from NotRandyN3wman, this matchup's going to be a lot more difficult for the Obstagoon.
But he had an extra shield there, so I think we're sitting pretty much in the same. So they'll end up with even shields at the end of this matchup. But yeah, NotRandyN3wman just letting letting it go like the song in Frozen. You got to think Swampert comes out now.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yep, out
So
it comes, and is it even? It's pretty even to the Night Slashers and Hydro Cannons, but and we get a CMP tie, but Swampert winning the CMP tie, and Hydro Cannon hurts. Like, it just hurts,
it
right?
does. Generally, with this one, the longer the battle goes, the more it favors Obstagoon because of that counter damage doing so much more than the Mudshots. So both, it will actually take 2 charge moves plus the... oh, wow, is that a second boost? Is this thing double boosted? Oh,
This is
hello.
second
So,
boost,
yeah, Mikey is using that last shield, and he's going to try and get as much counter damage as possible that he can out of this Obstagoon. That Night Slash is going to come out and feint this Swampert, and now we've got the Cresselia that's going to come in the back. You would think that it can get to at least one more Night Slash before the Cresselia takes it out, and that's going to put it in a very, very good position. That's going to put, Mikey in a very, very good position.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to chalk things up too early, but man, Mikey should be dominating this battle from now. This double boosted.
Wow! That was incredible. So it's probably even going to take...
It's not going to get there. He gets the throw.
Oh, no, he gets the Moonblast, that's fine. But then now it's in range of a Moonblast from Mikey's Cresselia.
Yeah. But I mean, you'd hope for that HP. You need to be able to farm it down to be any chance to get back in the battle, and having to throw that energy just to get there.
Right.
I mean, it's over, Randy. Don't throw that Moonblast. Wow. So I mean, Broom firmly not only put away,
but snapped in half.
Yeah, and told, mate, we are not going down. In fact, you may go down, because mikeymorgs 2-1. Love the turnaround, and really identifying that Galvantula as focus to take out, and doing a great job. I mean, you don't want to say Boost won the battle, because I don't think that was the case, but it made it a lot nicer, right?
Yeah, I mean, just even being able to hit the Cresselia with a single non-boosted Night Slash would have put it kind of in the lead in the Cresselia mirror match in the end.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I really think NotRandyN3wman needs to change things up now. Even though Galvantula has such a good matchup, you want it, Diggersby. I would be surprised if we saw Azu personally.
Yeah, Azu's a good option. It does still suffer from the Cresselia, so kind of Diggersby and Azumarill are kind of suffering that same problem. The better thing about Diggersby though is that while they have the same weakness to Cresselia, Diggersby is going to crush the Galvantula while Azumarill is weak to it.
Yeah. Couldn't agree more. Let's go. Battle 4. I'm loving it.
Love to see Ludicolo right now. Alright, Swampert versus Medicham. So Medicham has the advantage here in the 2 shields, because those counters are going to really add up. This thing is running 2 non-baity moves, so we can't rely on a power-up punch or an ice punch to burn shields. Letting that first Hydro Cannon through, so one more Hydro Cannon is going to do it. Now out comes the Dynamic Punch. Have we seen both moves from this Medicham so far?
No, we've only seen Psychic so far, so this could be... Oh, it gets shielded! This could be a big surprise, but the surprise is now gone, and that Swampert can just farm up so much extra energy now. Could have even gone like another 2 Mudshots easily if it wanted to. Oh, gets the shield! Oh my goodness!
He's going for the next Dynamic Punch, doesn't get there!
Is he going to double shield? Or is he just going to let it go? mikeymorgs lets it go.
Counts his losses. Wow, okay, so now we are going to see... Yeah, well, it looks like... I think we're going to see the Obstagoon here. So that Obstagoon is going to get up a bunch of energy. We can see NotRandyN3wman has gone with that same team. Both players are going with that same team that they have been working for the first 3 battles. This Hydro Cannon is going to come through. It's going to take out about half of its HP, but now the Swampert is gone, and there is a whole bunch of energy on this Obstagoon. Now we see the Cresselia. Interesting. So NotRandyN3wman is expecting the Cresselia in the back and thinks that the Cresselia will not be able to withstand a barrage of lunges. So bringing out the Cresselia now to take all that energy that mikeymorgs has built up, and you can see it's taking it like a champ. This Night Slash is going to take it to about a bit more than a third of its HP remaining, and one Moonblast will be able to finish it off, unless Mikey does try and catch it, and does do it, man! That was such a good play. Mikey managing to catch that Moonblast, and now he was going to have to deal with that switch into the Garvantula, but he does have a shield there that he can play with.
Yeah, gonna need to play this energy and shielding like absolutely perfect. NotRandyN3wman. That catch just really puts Mikey Morgs in the driver's seat in this like key matchup, and does shield the Moonblast. So without having that lunge debuff come off, oh, no shield. Oh, wow.
Wow, okay, letting this one go. So that's okay. So Mikey Morgs is expecting to be able to get to the Night Slashes before the lunges can take it out, except it's been able to get up to another lunge immediately, which is going to be a massive problem for Mikey Morgs to overcome. I think this is going to be too much, because now it is burning that last shield, and it's going to be this Night Slash will not be enough to take it out fully. Building up a little bit more energy, but does let another Volt Switch go through, so that's going to hurt even more. You think that's it? That's the nail?
Yeah, that snuck through Volt Switch there is... I mean, I think personally... Oh, an overtap! My goodness. You guys, overtapping is real. It's not made up anymore. I mean, he could have Volt Switched down from this point. Look at that HP.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, that takes Mikey Morgs out, and we are now 2-2, Dr. Trotter.
2-2. Who would have thought? Wow, I just really enjoyed the plays here. I actually think that catching that move might have put Mikey Morgs at a disadvantage, because then NotRandyN3wman was allowed to put the energy where he wanted to, so he could farm up the amount of energy he wanted to in those other matchups in the back.
Yeah, I think I think the biggest problem there was that a lunge from the Garvantula took the Cresselia to like the perfect amount of HP remaining, so that the Garvantula could then build up that energy to unleash on the Obstagoon. If it had done slightly less damage, then Cresselia might have gotten to another Moonblast. If it had done slightly more damage, then Garvantula wouldn't have been able to get to another lunge as quickly.
Yeah, and that's NotRandyN3wman. He actually skipped 4 bubbles at the end of that lunge to farm down a little bit more.
I did not even notice that. That is incredible work from
NotRandyN3wman. Really line up. I mean, I think he might have even liked to have gone for a third one, but it was enough of an energy advantage to really just force the play against the Obstagoon there. So this is it, the penultimate of the ultimate.
Okay, so we have seen the same teams in all 5 battles from both players. Do we see any switch up?
I mean, I'd like to see a switch up, because I'm kind of getting a bit bored of Cresselia, but it's just really hard to change from that.
It's just doing the job, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, interestingly though, Mikey Morgs hasn't been able to line up Cresselia against the Swampert yet, not NotRandyN3wman.
Yeah, that is a good point. Let's see if they can do it now. Here is battle number 5 to finish the night. Here we go. Obstagoon versus Cresselia. Oh, so Obstagoon does have this one, but look at this. NotRandyN3wman has brought in the Azumarill. So he's taken Dr. Trotter's advice. That Night Slash is going to come through first, and it's going to take out a good chunk of that Cresselia. We're not getting a shield from NotRandyN3wman. He is saving it up, knows he can tank it by a mile. Now the Moonblast is going to come in, and Mikey is going to shield this one, because maybe he knows that it's not going to KO, maybe he doesn't, but either way, he's probably very worried about the Garvantula that's going to come out. So NotRandyN3wman has left that Swampert on the bench. That's what he's sacrificed for the Azumarill, and now we get the switch out into the Cresselia and the Garvantula. So Garvantula is in a very good position here.
Like a dominant position here, and it was a really good idea on NotRandyN3wman's side to not shield that first Night Slash, because you don't want to waste a shield if it's not going to be a boosted Night Slash, so you want to keep it for those boosted ones. And no shield on this lunge here is going to do a ton of damage, and we're attack full, even scenario. I think from here, Obstagoon can tank this. And do you farm down? Do you shield this and farm down? No, let's it go.
Wow. Okay, so I don't think it's going to KO, because it has been debuffed. We've seen how that has gone. And now we can go for the Volt Switch farm down here. I don't think it's going to get to another... Oh, no, it gets to that Grass Knot. I think the shield's coming out here. You don't want to give up that much energy. But then
you can't.
surely we're getting a farm down now.
Yeah, I think it's one more volt switch after that one that went through. Yep. And 2 lunges coming out. Don't even look. Just throw them. Throw them. Yep. Here they are. Oh, this
Okay,
is
so
a
this
tough
is
spot.
going to take it well into the yellow. And one more is going to take it out, and there it is. Are we going to see the other shield from Mikey Morgs? No, letting it go, so completely sacrificing this Galvantula. And now it is going to be all up to the Obstagoon to take care of the remaining 2 Pokemon. He doesn't know that Randy's brought a Azumarill.
Oh, and he gets the Moonblast off straight away. He's assuming that there's got to be that Swampert in the back. And is a Gunk Shot a one-hit KO fish on Azu? I think it needs a little bit more than just the Gunk Shot.
Wow. Okay, this is going to be extremely. Okay, this it's got to be able to take out that Cresselia before it can get to another Moonblast. He goes early with the Night Slash, so could have farmed up a little bit more, but must have lost track of where the energy was at on Cresselia. So that's going to put it at a bit more of a disadvantage. He's already... And now you can see where his finger switched there. He's gone straight from that Night Slash to the Gunk Shot. Gunk Shot, I don't think is going to be enough. But maybe, just maybe, it'll get him close enough to maybe go another Night Slash or a few more counters. That might be enough. There comes the Trash Can. It's not going to be enough. It's going to get to that Play Rough. It's going to take out that Obstagoon.
Oh, no.
And that is going to be it. You'd think this takes it out. It does, and that is the end of that. NotRandyN3wman managing to save that one with the excellent switch to the Azumarill in the last battle.
Oof, Azu pulling it out. I mean, wow, imagine if there was one boost on those 2 Night Slashes like that's literally like 1 HP in a dream sort of thing coming in. It would be so close.
What I do think though is that I think that Swampert instead of Azumarill, Randy's still winning that one. Because it only was as close as it was because of the power of the Trash Can.
Yeah, but can Swampert take 2 Night Slashes? Because he would have got to 2 before the second Hydro Cannon would have KO'd.
It should be able to take 2 Night Slashes back to back.
Alright. Well, then, without any boost, there was no chance.
Yeah, wow. So that was really exciting, that final battle. Look, if you guys watching this at home, you're like, I want to be part of this. That seems fun. I can tell you it is. All you have to do to take part is head to the Arena Australis Discord server. There is a link in the description below the video. All you have to do is follow that link, head to the Join a Lobby channel, and click on the little button that says the ring next to it. Each week we put a call out for new challenges, and you just respond to that, and we pick someone at random. You could be exciting us. You could be wowing us with your dazzling PvP skills. We will see you next week.
Bye now.